And gentlemen, welcome to a moment of truth. I am your host, Jeremy Prophet, aka the Harbinger of Truth. But I'm not here to bore you with pleasantries because I got something that is not so much something that I want to say, but it's something that needs to be said. And that pertains to this right here, the great country of Canada. But the fact that so many great Canadian talents are not getting the opportunities that they should be getting. Moreover, they're not getting the same opportunities that our brothers to the south get on a nearly daily basis. Most of you out there, you probably don't know the hurdles that we have to overcome to get any kind of notoriety or to make it anywhere in this business. But it's pretty simple. Despite the fact that our country is located just adjacent to the United States of America, our talent is not permitted to go and perform on a stage in the United States of America, therefore creating a bit of an unlevel playing field where we have to be twice as good and 10 times as great as the next person to get any kind of notoriety behind us. It makes me think, when was the last time we heard of something like that? To me, something like Jackie Robinson comes to mind in baseball, where he had to be the best of the Negro leagues just to be able to make it into the major leagues. But nowadays, you got companies that'll simply turn a blind eye to us until we make a lot of noise, get a lot of buzz, get a lot of hype. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to do here, is shed some light and most importantly, some truth onto that issue. You may say I have my facts crossed. You may say that, that's not the way it is. Well, let's actually look at the facts. You got a company, top-level company, like MLW. One Canadian on the roster. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? You got a company like Ring of Honor. One Canadian on the roster, and I know him very well. Pierre-Carl Ouellet, PCO. Top companies, loaded with great talent, of which they're missing talent from their neighbors to the north. You got companies like Impact, not too bad. About 6 or 7 talents on the roster from the Great White North. You got 2 executives in power. They could do a lot to get more people in there, get more eyes seen. You're doing a great job. AEW, there are also a handful of Canadians on there, but a lot of these Canadians have made it on their merits south of the border. We don't all have that same luxury, and this is something that we absolutely need to work together to make sure that we can get that same level playing field. Basically, I look at it like this. In the NHL, they'll scout talent in the Czech Republic, in Slovakia, Russia, Scandinavia, in addition to the United States and Canada, to be able to get the best players to have the best team possible. Why can't the same principle apply to professional wrestling? I'm not here to get upset about it, but it is something that is really something that has been weighing heavily on my soul because I see so many great talents on a week-to-week basis performing their hearts out, doing everything that they should do to be able to make it and not getting the opportunity. An opportunity is sometimes an opportunity to succeed. It can also be an opportunity to fail. But at the very least, how are you supposed to discover a diamond in the rough if you're not at least going out there and plumbing the fields? This could apply to anywhere. I'm not saying that Canada is the best talent in the world, or Canada is the country that produces the best talent in the world. Maybe it's another country. Maybe it's Russia. Maybe it's Germany. Maybe it's Australia. Who knows? But the fact is, if you look at proximity, there are parts of Canada that are a lot closer to the main areas of wrestling, like Jacksonville, like Stamford, where it would be much closer to look at talent nearby than it would be, let's say, if you got talent from, Southern California or Washington State. Despite the fact that we have this same proximity, we unfortunately aren't allowed to go and perform, make connections, show people we can hang with the best. And even worse, people from here hold themselves down as if there's some inferiority complex, like we can't compete with the best that we see on TV every week. Now, being on TV doesn't necessarily mean that you're the best. It just means that you were in the right place at the right time with the right amount of talent. It's unfortunate that a lot of good talent are kind of like trees in the forest that fall and no one's there to hear it, because it really doesn't matter what you do if no one knows who you are. So I'm just trying to connect the dots for all of you out there and say that we need more opportunities and we need to make a lot more noise about it. Anytime you see my face in an interview, that is my crusade, and that is the message I want to get across to everybody. So regardless of what you think of the messenger, the message stays the same. There are people that can change this. There are Canadians who have gone through this struggle in every one of the major companies out there, and they can shed light on this to help their brethren, to help the next generation, to help guys like me who are going to continue working and grinding and perfecting their hustle to be able to be that marquee player. But if that opportunity isn't going to present itself, it'll all be for naught, not just for me, but for an entire generation, until those who are there decide to look back at those that are following in their footsteps and helping to make the path a little bit more smoother for them. I don't want to take too much of your time here, people, because I am getting a little long-winded, but it's something that I'm passionate about. But the way I see it, it's kind of like 50 Cent. When nobody wanted to sign him, he had to take matters into his own hands and be undeniable and go after as many people as he could till somebody would listen, till his Dr. Dre and Eminem would come along. So I've always said I'm kind of like the 50 Cent of Canadian wrestling. I'm going to go after as many people as I can till this falls on a set of non-deaf ears so that they can finally see the talent that we have here. And believe me, I'm just the run of the litter. I'm just someone with a lot of talk, with a good amount of talent, but with a lot of heart and with the guts to actually speak out about this. Believe me, there are many, many, many great talents just waiting to be discovered, and they can be your future main eventers. They can be your future champions. They can be your future Hall of Famers. Just give us the opportunity. Give us a level playing field and let us show you what we have to offer. Canada's a great country. Canadian wrestling has been a staple of the professional wrestling industry pretty much since the dawn of time. We can't let this great culture and these great talents just go extinct. So whoever may be listening, if you think you can help, I'm not a hard guy to find, but I think if we all band together, there's no way we can be denied. You know the issues. You know what needs to be done. Unfortunately, some people just can't handle the truth, but it ain't going to stop me from speaking it. I am Jeremy Prophet, the harbinger of truth. You can see me every week on JoFo in the Ring, and I will not stop fighting so long as this heart is beating. And I thank you for your time.